Hello everyone. In this video, we shall discuss about harmonic functions, harmonic conjugates, and their examples. So first, we shall define what is a harmonic function. Harmonic function is also called potential function. So basically, a harmonic function is a real valued function of a complex variable. That means it is defined for complex numbers. It can be defined for complex numbers and it gives real values. So if I say u is a harmonic function, then its domain will be any subset of complex numbers or the whole complex numbers could be, and the values it takes, that is the codomain or the range, will be R or any subset of R. So domain is complex numbers and codomain are real numbers, right? So any real valued function of a complex variable defined and single valued. Here we are stressing it is single valued. So in functions, there are two types of functions. So one is single valued function, multi-valued function. So if for each domain point, if there are more than one image, then such functions are called multi-valued functions. Usually the functions which we deal are actually single valued functions. For each domain point, there is a unique image. Just we are stressing on that. That's it. So nothing more on this. So a real valued function of a complex variable defined and single valued in a region omega is said to be harmonic. We will say it is a harmonic function if u of z is continuous. So the function has to be continuous. Along with that, together with partial derivatives of first two orders, the function has to be continuous and its partial derivatives of first two orders, that is first order partial derivatives and second order partial derivatives. So all these has to be continuous, and further the function has to satisfy the Laplace equation. So the Laplace equation is dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square equals 0. So here, so as I said, any harmonic function is a real valued function of a complex variable. So it is defined for complex numbers. And you know that any complex number has two parts. One is the real part, the other is the imaginary part, right? So any complex number involves two variables, two parts. So as real part varies, z varies. As the imaginary part varies, in that case also z varies. So any complex variable involves two independent variables, x and y, which are the real and imaginary parts. So if I say u is a function of complex variable, so u will be function of two independent variables, x and y. And whenever a function is of more than one independent variable, we can talk about its partial derivatives. That is differentiation of u with respect to one variable, keeping the other constant. So we can have partial derivative of u with respect to x, keeping y constant. We can have partial derivative of y with respect partial derivative of u with respect to y, keeping x constant. So to say a real valued function of a complex variable is a harmonic function, so the function has to be first of all continuous, then its first order partial derivatives, second order partial derivatives has to be continuous. And thirdly, the Laplace equation given by this has to be satisfied. So if any such function satisfying all these conditions is termed as a harmonic function. So in detail, so in other words, a real valued function u of z of a complex variable defined in a region omega is said to be harmonic. We will say such a function is harmonic if it satisfies four conditions, right? The first condition is the function it has to be continuous. Second condition, the first order partial derivatives. So first order partial derivatives of u are dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y. So these has to be continuous. So next third condition is the second order partial derivatives, which are dou square u by dou x square. So dou square u by dou x square is got by differentiating dou u by dou x once again with respect to x. Dou square u by dou y square. So it is got by differentiating dou u by dou y with respect to y once again. Next, dou square u by dou y dou x, dou square u by dou x dou y. So these two are called mixed derivatives. So these two are called mixed derivatives in particular, as they include both the independent variables. So dou square u by dou y dou x is got by differentiating dou u by dou x with respect to y, and dou square u by dou x dou y is got by differentiating dou u by dou y with respect to x partially. So these four derivatives are called second order partial derivatives of u. So these has to be continuous. This is the third condition. And the fourth condition, u has to satisfy the Laplace equation. So any real valued function of a complex variable satisfying these four conditions is termed as a harmonic function, right? So this is the definition of a harmonic function. So next we come to harmonic conjugate. We start with two harmonic functions. Let u and v be harmonic in a region omega. If u and v satisfy CR equations, that is Cauchy-Riemann equations given by dou u by dou x equals dou v by dou y, dou u by dou y equals minus dou v by dou x, then we say v is harmonic conjugate of u. So this is the definition of harmonic conjugate. So harmonic conjugate means, so to define the notion of harmonic conjugate, we need two harmonic functions. So suppose u and v are two harmonic functions satisfying CR equations like this. Dou u by dou x dou equals dou v by dou y, dou u by dou y equals minus dou v by dou x. Then we'll say v is harmonic conjugate of u, or we'll say v is harmonic conjugate of u, or the same CR equations can be written in this way, right? So observe here we'll start from u. So dou u by dou x is dou v by dou y. Next, dou u by dou y equals minus dou v by dou x. So both the equations are started using function u. So if the same equations are rewritten starting from v, so those two equations will be like this. So the second equation, dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So take minus to this side, then take minus inside. So then it can be written as dou v by dou x equals dou of minus u by dou y. And the first equation, dou u by dou x equals minus dou v by dou y, it can be written as dou v by dou y equals minus of minus dou u by dou x. So these are the two equations you written using this CR equations only. Just we have modified them, right? So if I write the above CR equations in this way, here you can observe here the equations starts from V. So in this case, we'll say minus u is harmonic conjugate of V. So there are two ways to express the harmonic conjugate. So if CR equations are of this form, that is u and v satisfy CR equations, that is dou u by dou x equals dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y equals minus dou v by dou x, then we'll say v is the harmonic conjugate of u. Or if you rewrite the CR equations, then those CR equations will be of this form, and in this case, we'll say u minus u is a harmonic conjugate of v. So we can say in two ways. One is we'll say v is harmonic conjugate of u, or we'll say minus u is harmonic conjugate of v. So both are one and the same, as this is nothing but the same CR equations just written in another way, right? So if u and v are harmonic functions satisfy CR equations, then we will say V is harmonic conjugate of U, or we'll say minus U is harmonic conjugate of V. So this is the definition of harmonic conjugate. So now we shall come to a note. So if U1 and U2 are two harmonic functions defined on some region omega, then their sum U1 plus U2 and scalar multiple of U1, that is C into U1, are also harmonic, where C is a real constant and U1 plus U2 is defined as U1 of Z plus U2 of Z, and C into U1 of Z is defined as C into U1 of Z. So this is how we define sum of two functions, and this is scalar multiple of a function. So whenever we have two harmonic functions, U1 and U2, then their sum will also be harmonic. So just we can verify it very easily. So given U1 and U2 are harmonic. So U1 and U2 are harmonic means what? U1 and U2 are real valued functions defined on complex variables, satisfy some conditions. So what are those conditions? So U1 and U2 are continuous, their first and second order partial derivatives are continuous, and they satisfy Laplace equation, right? So now if I consider the definition of U1 plus U2 of Z, so how we define it is U1 of Z plus U2 of Z, right? So you can clearly observe by this definition, U1 plus U2 is defined for complex variables. And as U1 of Z and U2 of Z are real valued functions, so this is a real number, this is a real number. So sum of two real numbers is a real number. So U1 plus U2 of Z is always a real number. So what it means? It is a real valued function of a complex variable. And now, as U1 is a continuous function and U2 is a continuous function, sum of two functions, continuous functions, is again continuous. That means U1 plus U2 of Z is continuous function. Then you can observe their partial derivatives. So partial derivatives are also continuous, because so if I consider first order partial derivative of U1 plus U2, so dou by dou x of U1 plus U2. So what it is? Dou U1 by dou x plus dou U2 by dou x. As these two are first order partial derivatives of U1 and U2, they are continuous, hence their sum is continuous. So the first order partial derivative of U1 plus U2 with respect to x is continuous. Similarly, you can argue for partial derivative of the function with respect to y. So it will be dou U1 by dou y plus dou U2 by dou y. So as the right hand side is sum of two continuous functions, so this will be continuous. So what it means? The first order partial derivatives of U1 plus U2 are continuous. Similarly, you can argue for the second order partial derivatives. And finally, it also satisfies the Laplace equation. So what is the Laplace equation? Dou square U1 plus U2 of dou x square plus dou square of U1 plus U2 of dou y square. So what it is? So it is just dou square U1 by dou x square plus dou square U2 by dou x square. Dou square U1 by dou y square plus dou square U2 by dou y square. So this is the expansion of first term. This is the expansion of second term. So this plus this is equal to 0, as U1 satisfies Laplace equation, and this term plus this term is equal to 0 as U2 satisfy Laplace equation. So finally you will get 0. So what it means? So whenever U1 and U2 are harmonic functions, the function U1 plus U2 satisfies all the conditions to be harmonic. That is, it will be a real valued function of a complex variable. It is continuous. Its partial derivatives of first order and second order are continuous, and it also satisfies Laplace equation. So this shows that whenever we have two harmonic functions, their sum will also be harmonic function. In a similar way, whenever we have a harmonic function U1, its scalar multiple defined as C into U1 of Z. So there we can show that whenever U1 is harmonic, C into U1 is also harmonic. That means whenever U1 is harmonic, its scalar is also a harmonic function. So as we argued for U1 plus U2, we can argue in the same way for C into U1. So the conclusion is, so sum of two harmonic functions is harmonic, scalar multiple of a harmonic function is harmonic. So just we generalize it. So here you can observe that. So if you consider all harmonic function defined on some definite region, then they are closed under addition, because if we add any two harmonic function, once again you are getting a harmonic function. If you have a harmonic function, if you multiply any real constant to it, then the resulting scalar multiple is also a harmonic function. That means, so if you consider all harmonic functions in a region, so in between them there is two binary operations which are closed. So one is the addition, the other is scalar multiplication. So using these two binary operations, we can generate the algebraic structure called the vector space. So hence, if H of omega denote the set of all harmonic functions in a region omega, then H of omega forms a vector space over the field of reals with the operations, with the binary operations, addition and scalar multiplication, where we define addition as u1 plus u2 of z as u1 of z plus u2 of z, and c into u1 of z is c into u1 of z. So as we observed that sum of two harmonic functions is harmonic and scalar multiple of a harmonic function is harmonic. So by observing these two facts, so by satisfying some of the axioms for a vector space, we can observe that the set of all harmonic functions defined on some definite region omega. So consider a region omega and consider the set of all possible harmonic functions which can be defined on that region omega. Then that set of all harmonic functions defined on region omega forms a vector space with respect to addition and scalar multiplication. You know that what is a vector space? Vector space is a non-empty set along with two binary operation, addition and scalar multiplication, where with respect to addition, it forms an abelian group and scalar multiplication satisfies four axioms. So combination of these operations will give you vector space, right? So next we observe that whenever V is a harmonic conjugate of U, so what that means, if I say V is a harmonic conjugate of U, it means U and V are harmonic functions and satisfy CR equations. Whenever we have two harmonic functions U and V such that U and V satisfy CR equation, we say V is harmonic conjugate of U. And whenever V is harmonic conjugate of U, then function V plus C is also harmonic conjugate of U. So this is because, so what they have given, V is harmonic conjugate of U. So it means U and V are harmonic functions. U and V are harmonic functions and U and V satisfy CR equations. CR equations, right? So using this fact, now consider V plus C. V plus C. So if I consider V plus C, V is a harmonic function. C means it is a constant. It is a real constant. So here we are restricting to real constant because here also. So while defining scalar multiple of a harmonic function, here also we are using real constant because, so the resulting function has to be harmonic, means it has to be a real valued function. See here, so whenever u1 is a harmonic function, c into u1 of z is defined as c into u1 of z. So whenever c is a real number, then the right hand side is a real number because u1 is a harmonic function, so obviously it is real valued. So you cannot choose c as a complex number in defining harmonic functions. So here precisely we take real constants because to make the resulting function as real valued function so that it could be harmonic function, right? So here also C is some real number, constant. So you can treat it as a constant function. So V is a harmonic function. So all constant functions are harmonic functions. So next I'll verify it and I'll show it. So all constant functions are harmonic. So C is a constant function, so it will be harmonic. V is given to be harmonic. So sum of two harmonic functions is again harmonic. Just now we have seen that. So V plus C is a harmonic function. Now we have to verify, does it satisfy CR equations with respect to U? So as U and V satisfy CR equations, we say V is harmonic conjugate of U. So now if at all U and V plus C satisfy CR equations, then what we can say, V plus C is harmonic conjugate of U. So that will imply that whenever V is a harmonic conjugate of U, then V plus C, the function V plus C will also be harmonic conjugate of U. Now just you have to verify CR equations for U and V plus C, right? So start with, so dou U by dou X is dou V by dou Y. As U and V satisfy CR equations, so dou U by dou X is equal to dou V by dou Y, and dou U by dou Y is minus dou V by dou X. As the differentiation of constant is 0, so in place of V, I can write dou V plus C of Y, because differentiation of V plus C with respect to Y is, it is dou V by dou Y plus dou C by dou Y, and differentiation of constant is 0. So just we are remained with dou V by dou Y once again. So on the right hand side, instead of dou V by dou Y, I can write dou of V plus C by dou Y. So this is because differentiation of constant is 0, right? And next, so using the same idea, so I can read the second equation as dou U by dou Y equals minus dou V plus C of X. V plus C of dou X. So we can observe here U and V plus C satisfy CR equations. So first of all, V plus C is a harmonic function and U and V plus C satisfy CR equation. So by the definition, what it means? It means that V plus C is a harmonic conjugate of U. So it shows that whenever harmonic conjugate exists for a harmonic function, it is never unique. It is not unique. So if I say V is harmonic conjugate of U, then for every real constant C, V plus C is also a harmonic conjugate of U. So whenever a function, a harmonic function has harmonic conjugate, then it is not unique. Whenever V is a harmonic conjugate, V plus C will also be harmonic conjugate. Or in other words, we will say it is unique up to scalar addition. It is unique up to scalar addition, right? So this is about a harmonic conjugate. So first of all, we defined harmonic functions. Next, we defined harmonic conjugate. So now we shall see some of the examples for harmonic functions. Okay, so we shall see examples now. The first example is all constant functions are harmonic. So if we consider any constant function, precisely real constant functions, because as I said earlier, harmonic functions are basically real valued functions. So if we consider a constant function which is real valued, then we can say it is perfectly harmonic. So verification, let U of Z equals K, which is a real constant defined on some region defined on some region omega. So define a function u of z to be k, constant, which is a real constant. So define this for some region omega. Now we shall verify the axioms for u of z to make it harmonic. So basically a harmonic function means it has to be defined for complex numbers and it has to take real values. And in this case it is true, it is defined for complex numbers, complex variables, and it takes always the same value k, which is a real constant. So it is a real valued function of a complex variable clearly. And then as it is a constant functions, we know that all constant functions are continuous. So then u of z being a constant function, it is continuous. It is continuous. Now, next condition is you have to check the continuity of the partial derivatives of u of first two orders. So to make it harmonic, you have to verify the partial derivatives of u. So the first order partial derivatives, dou u by dou x. So as u is a constant function, its differentiation with respect to x partially is 0, dou u by dou y is 0. These are the first order partial derivatives. So the first order partial derivatives are equal to 0. That means they are once again constant. So constant functions are continuous. So they are continuous. So first order partial derivatives of u are continuous. So what about their second orders? So second orders are also 0. 0, you can observe that. So dou square u by dou x square, dou square u by dou y square, and mixed derivatives. So all are second order derivatives are also continuous, being constant functions. Being constant functions, right? So u is continuous, its partial derivatives of first two orders are continuous. Now just it is remain to check its Laplace equation. So dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square. So as u is a constant function, so both are equal to 0. So the Laplace equation holds. So what it shows, any constant function satisfy all necessary conditions for a harmonic function. So therefore, u is harmonic. So we proved that all constant functions are harmonic. So second example is all linear functions of the form ax plus by, where a and b are real constants, are also harmonic. Right? So if you consider any linear function of the form ax plus by, that is, if you define any function of a complex variable u of z or u of x comma y as ax plus by, if you define any function which is of complex variable. So complex variable means z, so which involves two independent variables x and y. So if we define u of z to be ax plus by, where a and b are real constants, then so this is a form of a linear function or a linear polynomial of two variables. It is called linear polynomial because the degree of the unknown is at most 1. So any polynomial of this form is called linear polynomial. So the corresponding function is called linear function. So if we consider any linear function of this form, it will obviously satisfy all necessary conditions for being harmonic function. So you can verify as we did in the case of a constant function. So first of all, you can observe all polynomials are continuous. So this function u of z will be continuous. Calculate their first order partial derivatives. So what will be their first order partial derivatives? For example, if we consider dou u by dou x. So differentiate this function with respect to x partially. Then y term will be 0. That is y term will be considered as constant. Its differentiation will be 0. So differentiation of u with respect to x is a, and differentiation of u with respect to y partially gives you b. So which are constants. So constant functions are continuous. So that is the first order partial derivatives of u are continuous. So likely you can calculate the second order partial derivatives, and you can observe all second order partial derivatives are equal to 0, and hence they will also be continuous, being constant functions. And obviously the Laplace function also, Laplace equation also gets satisfied as dou square u by dou x square is equal to 0, and dou square u by dou y square is also equal to 0. Just differentiate this with respect to x and differentiate this with respect to y partially. So you'll get both to be 0. So the sum will be 0. So hence the Laplace equation gets satisfied. So any linear function of the form ax plus by satisfy all necessary conditions for being harmonic function. So this forms the second example. Next, we shall come to third example. So third example for harmonic functions are the real and imaginary parts of an analytic function are harmonic. Right? So if you consider an analytic function, you know that analytic function means it is a complex valued function of a complex variable. That means, so that function will be of complex valued, so it will have real and imaginary parts. So those real and imaginary parts will be harmonic. So just we shall verify it. So verification, let f of z equals u of z plus I v of z be an analytic function defined in a region omega. Defined in a region omega. Where we'll call u of z and v of z has real and imaginary parts of f, where u of z and v of z are real and imaginary parts of f of z. Imaginary parts of f of z. Now we shall verify these real and imaginary parts of f of z. U of z and v of z are harmonic functions. So just you have to verify them. So first of all, you can observe by the definition itself. So u and v are defined for complex variables. So it is a function of complex variables. And as f of z is a complex number, this has to be real part, which is the real number. This has to be imaginary part. That means it has to be real number. So both u of z and v of z are real numbers combined to form the complex number f of z. So basically u of z and v of z are real valued functions of complex variable. So first of all, u of z and v of z are real valued functions of complex variable, so which satisfy one necessary condition. Next, now as f of z is an analytic function, it is continuous, right? So we have seen analytic function means differentiable function, and all differentiable functions are continuous function. So as f of z is continuous, u of z and v of z are continuous, obviously. Also u of z and v of z are continuous. Further, you can also observe as f of z is analytic, it can be differentiable any number of times. So we have previously observed that. So in some previous videos, so any analytic function can be differentiable any number of times. So its partial derivatives can also be obtained as analytic function is of complex variable. So it involves two independent variables, x and y. So as it involves two independent variables, its partial derivatives can be obtained. So partial derivatives of u and v are nothing but exist as the partial derivatives of f exist. So as they are also continuous, as I told, so any analytic function is differentiable any number of times, and the derivatives what you will get are also analytic once again. So what all the derivatives you will get, they are all analytic. That means they are all once again continuous. So as f is analytic, its partial derivatives exist of any order, and they are also continuous being analytic function. So existence of partial derivatives of f directly imply the existence of partial derivatives of u and v, and they will also be continuous. So this follows by the only fact that f is analytic. So and u and v are continuous together with partial derivatives of first two orders. Partial derivatives of first two orders. So that is u and v are continuous, and their first and second order partial derivatives, they exist and they are also continuous. Now to say u and v are harmonic function, just it remains to verify Laplace equation for both. So first consider Laplace equation with respect to u, which is dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square. So dou square u by dou x square can be written as dou by dou x of dou u by dou x. And similarly, dou by dou y of dou u by dou y gives dou square u by dou y. Now use the fact that f of z is analytic function, and every analytic function, and whenever f of z is analytic function, their real and imaginary parts obviously satisfy CR equations. So the condition that every analytic function should satisfy is the real and imaginary parts has to satisfy CR equations. So here u and v are real and imaginary parts, so they satisfy CR equations. So dou u by dou x is nothing but dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is nothing but dou v by dou x. And what it is? So the first term is dou square v by dou x dou y, dou square v by dou x dou y. Another term, so minus, you can take it outside. So dou square v by dou y dou x minus dou square v by dou y dou x. So where you can observe that these are called mixed derivatives. These are called second order mixed derivatives. As the second order partial derivatives of u and v are continuous, the mixed derivatives will be equal as the second order partial derivatives of u and v, sorry, I need u only, right? As the second order partial derivatives of u are continuous, mixed derivatives are equal. Mixed derivatives are equal. That is dou square v by dou x dou y is equal to dou square v by dou y dou x. So these two will be one and the same. So their difference will be 0. So what it shows, the Laplace equation with respect to u gets satisfied. Similarly, Similarly, you can prove for V also. That is dou square V by dou x square plus dou square V by dou y square will also be equal to 0. So combining all it, so thus the real and imaginary parts of f, that is thus u of z and v of z harmonic are harmonic in the region omega. So this example shows that the real and imaginary parts of any analytic function are always harmonic. So the real and imaginary parts of analytic functions form important examples for harmonic functions. And this completes this video. And in this video, we discussed about harmonic functions, harmonic conjugates, and examples for harmonic functions.